Bad nightmare. Nightmare. It started at an Outback steakhouse where my friends and I were eating. Our waitress kind of looked like the mother from Mrs. Doubtfire. I don't think that's relevant, though. When we were almost done with our meal, she started acting strange, almost robotic, and I noticed but didn't think much of it. I think my friends noticed too. We got the check, and as she was walking away, the ground she stepped on would glow neon green for just a second, and then blur following her feet, almost like you're losing consciousness and movement blurs. My friend next to me recognizes that as some sort of imposter creepypasta or some other urban legend like that, and tells the rest of us we have to go. We pay for dinner and leave to the house I spent the first few years of my life in. We go in, and there's a random family living there, but they seem to know us. First red flag. After a while, they start acting weird too. Then their eyes flash green and their steps do the same thing as the waitress. We all scramble into the car and try to drive off only to realize the battery is dead. We run. It turns into an eerie cookie-cutter neighborhood, and we get lost a lot. The imposter things are hit on our tails. We get to a school. I think it was a Montessori situation. At some point, I couldn't find my friends. It was just me surrounded by a bunch of early elementary students minding their business. I go outside to get my bearings, and there's a child on the swing set alone. No adult, no friends. He looks dead at me with bright green eyes that aren't glowing, but they look somewhere between natural and supernatural. I brush it off because it doesn't seem like the others. I go back inside to tell an adult about the unsupervised child, only to be told all the children are inside. I ask her to do another head count, and she confirms everyone's inside. My heart is racing by now, probably in real life too, and it starts raining. Hard. I call for my friends, getting more and more frantic as time goes on. They're nowhere to be seen. The wind blows the door open, and the green-eyed boy walks in, his eyes fixed on me, and somehow even more green, but still not glowing. He touches every child in his way on the head or shoulder, and they fall asleep. It didn't seem like a good or restful sleep, but one riddled with nightmares and sweats. I book it. I'm not athletic, but when I tell you I ran like Usain Bolt on stimulants, believe it. Eventually, I regroup with my friends. I am told that the green glowy guys are sleep somethings, or another form of sleep as a word. They put their victims to sleep, and when they wake up, they become the sleepers. There was a part where we were able to trap the green-eyed boy, who apparently aged himself up by now, and stab him straight through the chest into the ground, keeping him there until he broke the stick. The dream ended in running away from him unsuccessfully, and the last thing I saw was him looming over me after I had fallen. This all happened in an after-school nap, by the way. I can barely handle horror movies, so imagine how bad this messed me up. I'm posting this here because I'm curious about any significance the nightmare might have, and where my brain got the idea of the sleepers from. Are they an actual urban legend? Is there lore?